Hello, Excel students. I am going to walk you through a couple of things here in Module 7. We're importing data from a web page. I'm looking at the clip here on the screen on the bottom of page 390, and it's a headache to type in the path for the file that they want you to import. And you can see here on the screen that you're wanting to import that HSS store salesdata.htm file, and it's really a pain in the butt to type that whole path, and there's no way to just select this file from a list. You have to be able to type it in. So I wanted to walk you through a better way to do this. Alright, so we're going to start with looking at your files that you have on your USB drive. So I'm going to open my folder here and go to Module 7. What I need to do is find the file that they want us to import. It's this HTML file, HSS store, and so forth. I'm going to just copy that file, and I'm going to land it on the root directory of my USB. So I'm not going to put it in a folder at all. So I'm just going to right click out here and paste. So now my file is just in the J drive. So you can see my pen drive is called an MTEC. It happens to be labeled J by my computer. Yours could be different. It probably is E or I. Those are more typical. But we need to know the letter before we can type in that name. Alright, so now that we've got our file moved out of folders and just in the root directory, we'll get back to following the steps there on the bottom of page 390. So it says to start with your cursor in A18, and then go to the Get Data tab, so the Data tab at the top, and then Get Data, and we're going to get data from the web. Now the trick is typing in that path up here in the address area. So, you know, normally you would go to an actual website, but in this case we want a web page that is not on the internet. It's just the web page is located on our drive. Okay, so for us, we're going to type in the name of our drive, the drive letter of our drive, followed by a colon, then a slash, and then the name of the file. Try not to make a mistake. Alright, HSS store 33607 salesdata.htm. I'm going to hit go, and then I'm going to look on page 391 to see what should happen next. I'm going to go ahead and go through this whole import. If you're good with this, you can stop the video now. If you want to watch me finish it out, it'll only take a little bit longer here. So we want the data. So we're going to point to that yellow arrow to select the data. And then we're going to click the import button. And we want to go to the properties button to change the adjust column width. We do not want that adjusted, so we're going to take that out. I am on page 392, and I'm in the middle on step 4. Right, and then I'm going to click the OK button there, and then the OK button again to do the import. So then we've got all the information we needed, but we have the extra headings that we don't want, so we're just going to right click on the number 18 and delete. Now we are good, and the last thing that we do in step 6 on page 393 is to use the format painter so that we can copy the formatting from row 17 to 18 and so forth. So, and you can hardly tell that you need to do this, but if you look at the numbers between 17 and 18, you can see there's just a tiny bit of difference, and they're just wonky. They're not lined up exactly right. So if we select the information in A17 through F17, go to the Home tab, use the Format Painter button, and then select the information in A18 through F24, now see how it straightened everything up. So it looks great. Okay, you have now finished that little section on importing information from a web page that was located on your drive.